I need you to subscribe now, because this story time wants to be real juicy. Alright, and I don't like doing juicy stuff. I don't like confrontation, but you know, I'm just speaking my side, and that's it. There should be no issues, honestly. So as you read in the title, I'm going to be doing a story time of a time when I went to Miami with a group of people, came back on crutches, and less friends. Now listen, this meme right here is a straight facts. If anyone went to Miami with a group of people, you know this is facts. And if you're planning a trip with your Miami friends, please keep one eye open, because some stuff finna go down. This year was when I was finally turning 21. So out of the entire group, it was me and someone else. We were always the youngest ones. We were always the ones who weren't 21. We couldn't go out there. We couldn't go to this bar. Like, it was so annoying. So I know this year I was like, yo, it's so lit. Like, I'm turning 21. I'm about to be out. So that year I wanted to do everything. So remember that. This is the year where I wanted to do everything. I was turning 21. So one day I get a call from my friend Shanika. She goes, oh, these people, okay, sorry, I gotta get this story organized. All right, so these group of people, right, like everyone from this trip I used to work with, right, we all worked at the same job, and we used to hang out after work, and like we used to always get lit. Like, it was always a good time. So when Shanika called me, she goes, oh, so and so is planning, I'm gonna name her Martha. They're like, Martha is planning a trip for her birthday to go to Miami. I want you to come. I'm like, oh, that's lit. So Martha's birthday is Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, her birthday is on Memorial Day weekend. I'm like, oh, that's lit. So mind y'all guys, at this point I have no job. Like, everything that I'm spending is straight from my savings account. So I'm like, you know what? I'm turning 21. I gotta get lit. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. I had sent my money to Martha, and she booked the trip and everything. Like, I think she was finding good deals or whatever. So at this point, right, my birthday is May 6th. So my birthday is before the Miami trip, but it's in the same month. So I tell them, I'm like, oh, I want to go to this boat party. P&B Rock going to be there. It's going to be a nice vibe. So let's go. So everyone's like, you know, everyone's down. I'm like, it's lit. Like, I told them, yeah, we planned a Miami trip in like April, so like they had a whole month to get their tickets and everything. The prices were cool, so my close friends, like my best friends, they got their tickets, and then the people who I planned the trip with for Miami, they didn't get their tickets. Guys, the day of my birthday, they all told me, oh, I can't make it, this and that, can't make it, da da da. And I was so tight, because one, y'all waited the day of my birthday to tell me I couldn't come. Secondly, I spent money to go to Miami. Miami was, I think I spent like $600 with the tickets, the plane ticket, and the hotel. I spent $600, no job. Y'all all got jobs, y'all couldn't buy a $50 ticket. That had me tight, and I'm like, dang, like, I didn't want to go to Miami no more. Like, they didn't even pop out for my birthday, and I'm here popping out for her birthday. I was in my feelings. I was so tight, but I still had a good time. Alright, so fast forward to Miami, right? So from the beginning there was always a divide, and you know, maybe it's because like the times where Martha booked the stuff, that's when she got the money from everyone. So like her main friends, they had a different flight. They had a flight to Lauderdale, then to Miami, and then the other group, which was like me, Shanika, and then like the rest of the people, we had a flight straight to Miami. So that's when the divide first started, right? We have, and then plus we are in the same room and then they're in their own room. So that's one thing, right? So then we get on the plane, and I tell y'all, this plane looks so sus. Like, I'm like, I've never seen a plane look like this. And we were literally all the way at the back. I've never been that far back. Like, we were literally, bro, we were like in front of the engine, like near where all the flight attendants be setting up the food. You can hear them cooking back there. Like, we were all in the back. I'm like, what the heck? This flight is kind of sus. But I'm like, you know what? We're gonna get into Miami. We don't care how the plane looks, as long as the plane lands safely. We good. We good. So then we finally land, and then my friend looked at her phone, and Martha and them, they lit, bro. They got drinks. They getting like that 5-star quality, like 5-star everything. I'm like, yo, must be nice. We was back at the plane, sweating. We by the bathroom, smell like, ugh, that was a bad ride. So like, all right, cool. They got that 5-star service over there. We over here next to the bathroom, and the flight attendants cooking back there. But yeah. So the first night, it was lit. Like, we went to this club. The club was good. We had some good food. First night was cool. I have no complaints about that. But as the days go on, you know, it's a lot of red flags. And that's one thing too. Do not ignore the red flags, because you're gonna be like, dang, I should have paid attention. So now, the first red sign, the first red flag for me was, so we were all going to Senior Frogs because we wanted to buy tickets for a party boat, right? So again, there's still that divide. So we take separate Ubers, like all that. So we take Ubers to Senior Frogs, and Martha and her crew, they got there first. So then they were calling Shanika like, hurry up, like, we hungry, you gotta hurry up and get here. So we in an Uber, we're trying to hurry up to get to them. So then when we finally reached the destination in the Uber, Shanika, my friend, realizes that she forgot her bag in the Uber. And mind you, the Uber driver, she doesn't speak a lot of English. She was speaking like Spanish. So like, yo, like, we can't call her. We need a translator. Like, we're panicking. So we're trying to call them so they can come help us out. And they're like, just hurry up, like, we need to hurry up, we mad hungry, da, da, da. So we're like, what the heck? So mind you, Uber has this new thing where once the ride is done, you cannot contact the driver. Like, you do not know their information, you don't know their number. It was so stressful. So, and then another thing Uber I need to fix, Uber does not have like a customer service number. They only have something you can text. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense, because in an emergency like this, how are we gonna contact the driver? So we're all on our phones searching, trying to find an Uber customer service number, and I saw this number and it was like, oh, only for emergencies, the life or death. I'm calling out because my friend, her ID's in there, her plane ticket's in there, her money, her wallet, like, we're in a whole different state. That's scary. So I finally call Uber, and then we get in contact with the driver, but the driver doesn't speak English. So we're legit in Senior Frogs like, we need a translator, somebody come help. And my friend, she is so stressed out, like, she's crying, she's like shaking, because that's scary. Because if she didn't get that bag, we would have been stuck in Florida, like, ew. So finally someone came and translated on the phone, and the lady came, and we got the bag. And like, you know, we were kind of like, dang, like, we're supposed to all be one unit. So if someone is in trouble, we all come together as friends and we all help each other. But I feel like they just brushed it off. They were nonchalant about it. So that was one red flag for me. And even that was really scary. But that's one thing with me, like, if my friend is struggling, I'm struggling too. Like, we all gonna solve this problem together. So that was one red flag, which I was like, all right, whatever. Now, all right, boom. So that's one night. Another red flag was when so it's Martha's birthday, like I said. So obviously, you know, most of the plans is gonna be what she wants to do, because we're out here for her birthday. We're trying to live for her birthday, right? So we go to a club named 7. Yes, it's a club named 7. By the way, if you're out in Miami, do not go to that club. It is trash. That club is so boring. Like, everyone's just standing looking at each other. Like me, when I party, I like to dance and get lit. I don't just like to hear music and just bop my head. But yeah, so we go to this club, right? And I'm not gonna lie, Miami clubs are very different than New York City clubs. Like, I know, like, when you go to a New York City club, all you need to do is make sure you have money for the ticket, and make sure you have the proper dress code, and that's about it. You can get in. Miami, I feel like they look at you like you gotta look a certain way. Like I feel like they be discriminating against people like me, because even one club we went to, we all were dressed up, we looked mad nice, and they told us we couldn't get in. But then these white girls had on jean shorts and flip-flops, and they let them in. I said no, ain't no way, nah. She had on jean shorts, a tank top, and flip-flops. Like she just hopped out her bed and just went there. They're like, yeah, go in. So if you're going to Miami, you're black or brown, good luck. But anyways, back to the story. So we at this club. It's like a strip club, I guess. So we're all chilling there, and then my friend JoJo, she's like, you know, she's vibing out and she's on her phone, like she's like, I think snapping, whatever. And the guy's like, oh, you can't record the girls. She goes, oh no, I'm not recording the girls, I understand, right? So this bouncer continues to stay behind us, right? Like he's watching our every move, and we're confused because there's two white people next to us who are legit snapping the performers, and he's not saying anything. So we're like, why is he coming at us when they're recording the entire thing? Like, do you not see what they're doing over there? Like, we were really confused. So my friend, you know, she's still like, she's snapping us. We're recording each other having a good time. We're not recording the performers. Like, the performers were trash anyways. They wasn't doing nothing. Nobody was feeding to record them. So then homeboy goes and grabs her phone out of her hand and said, I said get off your phone, stop recording. And she's like, why are you touching my phone? Like, this is not your property. You cannot just grab my phone like that, and I'm not recording the people. Like I told you, if you want, you can see my snap stories. I'm not recording them. And after that, we're like, you know what, why should we spend our money in an establishment that is treating us like this? You know, like, we are the ones trying to have a good time and, you know, support y'all with our money. So I'm not about to support someone who is discriminating against me and my friends. So like, you know what, we're gonna leave, right? So then we tell them, we're like, yo, this happened, we don't feel comfortable here, we do not want to stay here. And they were like, oh wow, that's crazy. And we're like, yeah, we're leaving. They're like, oh, okay. So then that was another red flag for me, because again, like with me, one thing I wasn't even taught this, it's just common sense. Like, if one friend is leaving, I don't care if I don't want to leave, I don't care if I'm having a good time, I don't care if Drake is right next to me. If my one friend is leaving, we're all leaving. We all leave as a group. They ended up staying, and like that kind of like had us like, wow, like we're supposed to be all one unit. Like, if we're telling you that we feel like we're being discriminated against, like we don't feel comfortable, we should have all left. Like, F this spot, you're not about to mistreat my friends, you know? So they stayed, and we ended up going to this other, like, this was like a little spot. It was small. Yo, it was so fun. Like, the people there was lit, the music was good, the drinks weren't expensive. Like, me, I like a good time. I don't care for like the big clubs with the big name and like the ambiance. I don't care about that stuff. I care about the good music, good drinks, and good vibes. And we had that. We had a good night. So that's 2 red flags. Third red flag. This is when everything happened. Alright, so also there's a lot that happened during this trip, but I'm gonna just stick it to 3 red flags, and if y'all want a part 2, I can really dive in, but I'm just saying the 3 red flags. So this last flag, right? This was the last night in Miami, and oh, I'm so thirsty from talking. This is the last night in Miami, so we decided that we're gonna go to the beach, right? So we go to the beach, and you know, having a good time. Me, I personally don't care for the beach. I don't like sand or anything. But yeah, we get to the beach, and you know, we drinking, having a good time. And thank you. We're having a good time, and you know, we meet some people, and they end up, you know, giving us some plants, right? If y'all know what I mean, we have some plants. So me personally, I don't really mess with plants like that, because I'm an overthinker and I start like tweaking when I have plants. So I don't do plants a lot. But like, you know, I'm in Miami, we vibing, whatever. So before the beach, I didn't eat. So mind you, I'm drinking and I'm taking all these plants. So then Shanika and JoJo, they had left earlier, right? They had went to the hotel. For me, I heard them talking, but I literally could not move. Like, I was tweaking. You know how like you're tweaking, but you don't want people to know that you're tweaking, so you're trying to keep calm to yourself? Like, I was wilding out. So finally it's time to leave. And we're walking, and all I know is like, I'm walking down the stairs and I trip and I fall. And I'm in so much pain. So much pain. So I'm on the floor, my head down. And honestly, to this day, like, I feel like maybe I was hearing stuff. They said this didn't happen, but they're like, yo, like, from my standpoint, I see everyone recording me and laughing at me. And like my friend Angie, like, she tells me, yo, bro, like, that didn't happen. But in my head, everyone is recording me, laughing at me, yo, Janae, get up, you're faking it. So I know I'm in pain. They're like, yo, it's not that serious, get up. Everyone's telling me to get up. So then I'm like, wait, maybe I am bugging out. Like, I'm tweaking right now. So I got up and I laughed it off because I was embarrassed. Like, see, you're playing. And then I look at my ankle and it's so swollen, and I start crying. I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm in so much pain, right? So I'm lipping to the Uber driver, and in that whole Uber car, the people in the other group, they were texting each other, making fun of me, and I was literally like crying because, like, one, I'm tweaking out. Two, my ankle was in so much pain. I don't know if I broke it or not. I have no crutches. No one's helping me walk. Like, I was dead in the Uber driver crying. Like, wow, like, these people are really making fun of me. So everyone's on their phone texting each other. They're laughing at me like, oh, you're being dramatic. It's not that serious. And then me personally as a friend, like, I go hard for my friends. That's one thing about me. I go hard. Like, if my friend's in pain, I don't care how drunk, lit I am, I sober up and I make sure they're good, because I'm that type of friend. And not a lot of people are like that. I don't know why, I don't know how they were raised, but if my friend's in pain, I'm making sure they're good. And I feel like in that moment, I realized, like, these people they don't care about me. They don't. I don't care how lit you were at that moment. Y'all were making fun of me while I was in the car in pain, crying. Even if I was tweaking out, you're supposed to comfort me and make sure I'm good. And they didn't do that. So I went back to the hotel. Remember, Shanika and I went back to the hotel room. So I had told her what happened. Like, you know, she's comforting me. She called the hospital people. She called the hotel person. They came, they wrapped it up. He said, yeah, I need to go get it checked out. It's definitely sprained or fractured. And in that moment, I told him straight up, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Like, I just want to come home at this point. So they were still trying to go out after that. And then, like, everyone who's in the same hotel room as me was like, yeah, like, we're gonna stay with you, make sure you're good. And, like, I didn't tell them to do that. I was fine staying in the hotel by myself. I just was, like, over the trip. Like, there's so many red flags at this point, and I'm here thinking about the whole trip, like, yo, they really don't bangs with me, even from, like, my birthday too. Like, yeah, I really was in my feelings at that point. I'm like, dang, I spent my savings money to get lit with y'all. It was just a lot. So I was really in my bag. And at that point, I'm like, yeah, it's clipped. It's really clipped. Like, nobody said nothing to me. We got on the plane without separate ways. Went to the doctor. The doctor said it was a bad sprain. And one thing, guys, having a sprained ankle, people think it's not painful. It is very painful, and you never know how long it'll take to heal. Like, it's literally your body healing itself. So I would say I couldn't wear sneakers for like a good 2 weeks, and then I had a limp for a while. And even to this day, well, I fractured my Achilles, but even to this day, like, this ankle is like, if I do too much walking, it starts to like puff up. So yeah, if you get a sprained ankle, that ain't nothing to play with. Ah!
Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with.
True things come out. Like, people true colors come out when you go on vacation. Like, I don't know if it's just Miami, but yeah, that's when you really see like who's really there, you're really ride or die, who's really there for you or whatever. That's what it showed me.
Stick with the Medellin. Stick with them. You know.
Holding grudges. I feel like we're all grown. Like, yeah, we be close, but like, there's no bad blood. Like if we see each other as high, like, I'm not person, like, if I see you on site, I hate you. Like,
Exactly. That's how I feel too. And I don't got no hate, no nothing. Like, you know, it's I just learned from it. Like I learned from the experience.
they feel the same way about us. They probably think we're bad people go to vacation with too. So
Exactly.
We lit.
Exactly.
everyone just has their own idea of a way to turn out. Like,
I learned some people are just a good time. That's it.
Yeah.